Well, hello, Aquarius. Hi. Welcome to your July monthly reading. Hope you are amazing. I've been gone for a little bit. Hope you didn't miss me too much. So, we're going to jump right into your oracle cards and then we will do the tarot after. So, let's talk about the energy for July. The first card we have is Athlete in the light attribute. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength of spirit, building blocks and TikTok, loss, ancestors, generations, kindred spirits, medicine man, medicine woman, victim mentality, and elder. Okay. So, a gist of this reading, the energy as a whole, is about pushing through. Okay. It looks to me, Aquarius, like you're on the path of something. You're trying to make something come into fruition or trying to get comfortable in a situation, predicament, um, this phase of your life. To me, it feels like it was something that was uncomfortable previously, like different, and you're trying to get comfortable with what's happening. Um, it's a mix between I'm tired of going through this and I want to get there. It feels like it's dragging on, right? It feels like you're feeling every step, every movement, everything you have to change. You're feeling it like to heart, what it is that you're going through. So the key here is to keep pushing. The key here is to be dedicated and focused on the task at hand, and to not give up. Someone may have suggested this to you to try, or you may have felt forced in some way because it's taking you out of your comfort zone. Um, and it could be that you're doing this for you because you need to live a better, healthier, happier sort of existence. Okay. And it's going to help you. And that's the thing, Aquarius, is I'm feeling that this transition may be hard, but it's going to help you big time in the long run. Um, you just have to focus on the positives of it. And that tends to be a little bit hard. Yeah. It feels like you're leaving your past behind in a way where you're leaving a piece of you or who you used to be or what you used to represent, but you're moving into something better. It's just the idea of leaving a piece of you behind. And because victim mentality is here, I feel like you want to slip into a woe is me, I can't believe this is happening type of mindset. But that's not really going to help you. It doesn't support you. It sort of keeps you tied to the past in a way that's unhealthy. Wisdom and logic kind of shows you that you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing, even though at the moment it feels uncomfortable. Okay. So let's get into your cards. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what's in the cards for you for July. Okay, we have the Three of Wands, the Empress, oh, Page of Wands, the Hermit, Seven of Wands, Strength, Ace of Cups, The world and death. Yeah. So what I'm seeing at the bottom with the Three of Swords, the Fool, and the Six of Cups is the past was comfortable for you because that's what you knew. You know, that's what you know is the past. You've been there. You know how things are going to play out. But take a risk on the future, right? Because the past didn't give you everything that you wanted. It didn't even give you the happiness really that you wanted. You just got comfortable there and you were like, okay, well, this is how it is. So I got to get used to this. This is how it's going to be. But it doesn't necessarily have to be like that, you know? It could be better. So, right in the center, you have the Seven of Wands. Like I said, July is about pushing through, being motivated, and making things happen for yourself. Like having strength in yourself and what you can accomplish. Inside of you, you know that there are so many things that you can accomplish. You know that there's so many things that you can do. You're strong. You're dedicated. To what it is that you want. You have dreams and aspirations and you want to achieve them, but you have to keep pushing out of a comfort zone, really, to do that, out of your head, you know, and make it more of a reality. Okay. I see you wanting to travel more, experience more, get out of your box, see what's out there in the world. You know, in your own little box, in your own little world, things are a certain way. There are things that you don't know. Maybe there are things you haven't experienced. And I feel like that's what you want to do. You want to see more things, experience more things, see what resonates with you and what doesn't, you know, outside of what you already know. Yeah. You can't miss or anticipate the things you don't know, right? So that's that's the drill with that. I do see you doing something, going on a trip, exploring something, doing something new, and it will feel uncomfortable at first, but I feel like you just keep pushing through, you know? It's like you're not excited yet because you don't know. Some of you have been in a relationship that's been sort of lackluster. It doesn't have that, I feel like, the emotional spark that you need. I see you doing something new with that partner, or if you're just dating, like trying to date other people or maybe take a break of some sort. But it doesn't feel like, this is the thing. It doesn't feel like animosity. It doesn't feel like anger. It just feels like I need to find out what makes me happy. And this is something I need to do for me, right? Okay. If you keep pushing, your life will change. Yeah. It's almost like there's something you need to explore or see or experience, and it will be fulfilling for you. Right? You're getting out of your comfort zone, doing something crazy, as you will put it, or something out of the box. But really, it helps you a lot. I see you finding more love in yourself, more love in others, understanding like what makes you happy and what doesn't, instead of just settling and being content in certain situations. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of thinking of the future here. Wanting to take a step forward, wanting to take a step out to see what's out there in the world. But you do know that once you do that, it kind of changes everything. It kind of changes your makeup, you know, your makeup, your molecules, your atoms. It changes things up. It changes the world up. It changes your environment. It may impact your friendships, your relationships when you make changes. But you do know that you need sort of more experience or more life for you. You know, it's good for you. It's good for your for gaining wisdom and knowledge, and just some people do it in the safety of their own home through books and internet. Some people do it physically traveling and experiencing things, you know. Um, you're doing a lot of thinking at the beginning of July about what you want to do and about how it's going to impact your life and your relationships. You are really thinking about that. But again, there's this weight of, I'm not really actively as happy, in love, connected with others the way that I want to be. It somebody is in a relationship where somebody else is pretty much telling them that they're happy, and they're adjusting to calling that happiness, but realizing that you're personally not as happy as you could be. You know, like there should be more to this than what you're experiencing, and wanting to experience that happiness. July really for you, Aquarius, is about what makes you happy, what makes you feel fulfilled, not just content. Getting out of your own head, your own way, your own fears of abandonment, being lonely, being sad, and realizing that you have to push through that in order to break free from those constraints. There is confusion too about ending certain aspects of your life, whether it's a relationship, where you live, friendships you have, a job that you go to. You're just like, should I end this? I'm confused if it makes me happy. But you're weighing the consequences as well, like, well, I get paid here, or there's good benefits, things like that. So I see you're really touching upon what makes you happy. And whatever you choose to focus on, Aquarius, you're going to marathon that thing to the end. Okay. I will say that. So something beautiful does come out of it, because you do have the death card here. So I do feel like you do take the focus on something, and then you just push right through that. Okay. Without any doubts. You're just like, I need to be consistent. It may not feel good at first, but if I keep pushing, I'm making that choice to make this area of my life happier or better, or more exciting. Okay. We're going to start with love, just because I feel like I'm being pulled that way. You definitely have been thinking about your love life, okay? Or your connection with someone. It's either not the best, or has become very monotonous in a way where there needs to be change. You're emotionally drifting away from them. They're emotionally drifting away from you. It feels like sort of doing the motions, doing the actions. I see you needing to spend some time away, whether that's breaking up or having a break of some sort. I feel like you need to understand, like, if you're being nurtured in this relationship, like, if it's worth saving, if it's worth putting the time and effort in. Do you have the strength to keep working on this? Do you feel love and respect here? And if not, then you have to move accordingly. Okay. Money and career. You're understanding you're finding a new love for your job or your work or what it is that you do. Okay. Um, yeah, I feel like it has its benefits. You're understanding that work has its benefits. It's not going to be fun. It's not a vacation every day, but it has its benefits and it could be worse, is what I'm getting, right? It could be worse than not having anything. Some of you who had trouble finding a job are going to find one, and that's because you put in the work. I see you looking for excitement. And this is not like on a whim. This is not like a play game type of thing, Aquarius. This is like I'm putting energy in some aspect of my life so I can get it moving. If your love life is stagnant, you're putting focus on your love life to get some new energy, some new movement in there. If it's your job, same thing, so on and so forth. You are building a lot of inner strength, or you will have a lot of inner strength in July. You're not going to keep standing down on things. This is very much like standing up energy for yourself, for what's best for you. You're like, my story is not over, but this fight, this back and forth, is, and I have to do what's best for me in the future, where I feel like I have a good foundations to live off of, to come back to. Let's see. It's like having a clean house, going to somebody else's house that's dirty and knowing you can come back home to a clean house, a clean, organized, comfortable home. That's what that is. And you're not going to, I feel like you're not going to hold your tongue. You're not going to demean yourself or, what is that word? Can't think of the word, but it's like you're not going to suppress your intelligence or your wisdom to make a situation more comfortable. You know what needs to be done and you're going to do it regardless of someone else going, what about this? Right? Okay. Acceptance. Ooh, beautiful. Acceptance of where you are. So this is like paying attention to where you are. Okay, paying attention to your life as is, seeing it for what it is, not making excuses, not coming up with anything, anything to change your mind. Just paying attention to where your life is and really taking a clear picture of where you are and what needs to happen. Confusion. This confusion is the cloudiness of, well, it was comfortable where I was in the past. If I make changes or do something different, it could make things bad. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm not going to act. You know, I can't see the future. I don't know. It's not being inspired, but that's changing. Enlightenment. Wow. How you interact with the world, how you interact with others. You know, you're being at service to other people, but how is it being of service to you? Okay. All right, Aquarius. I love you so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.